Hi, I'm State Representative Roger Goodman from the 45th Legislative District, which includes the northern parts of Kirkland, Redmond, and Sammamish, and all of the northern Snoqualmie Valley, Duval, and Carnation, as well as all of the city of Woodinville. And it's a pleasure to serve, and I thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to talk a little bit about a wrap-up for the legislative session for 2009, which was certainly a difficult session. We had a record budget deficit in the context of an economic crisis that we're in globally. So there were a lot of very difficult decisions to be made about really what to cut. We couldn't increase funding for pretty much anything at all. And so I'm glad that the legislature followed my priorities of funding education first. There are going to be some cuts to education, but with assistance from the federal government, we are actually going to be reducing the damage and hoping that the school districts can survive this difficult period. Healthcare was also cut, probably more significantly. We are going to see some folks who don't have health coverage that they need. We did preserve the safety net, however, the general assistance program and other social services. Everyone got a little bit of a cut, but I hope that we really don't have too much suffering out there in this very difficult period. It was very difficult to balance the budgets, and yet we did it, along with some hopeful signs, actually, in capital investments, school construction and other capital projects. We're going to be putting people to work. So that will help stimulate the economy. And probably the best news was the transportation bill. And in our area along 405, there are going to be many, many improvements done over the next 2-3 years, again, putting people to work and improving commerce and traffic flow as well. I have to say, though, that it was a very, very difficult session where we would have wanted to protect the environment. We would have wanted to invest more in reducing classroom size and compensating teachers better. We would have wanted to provide health care for more Washingtonians. We did preserve health care for every child in the state, and we are the only state to do that. But this is a very difficult time, and we're hoping we're going to be climbing out of it as we move forward. I serve as Vice Chair of the House Judiciary Committee, and I also serve on the House Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness Committee and the Early Learning and Children's Services Committee. And those are my priorities about safety, both public safety and personal safety, as well as making sure that our kids are ready to learn and to succeed when they arrive at kindergarten. And I legislated pretty actively in the area during the last session, mostly in the area of government efficiencies in the court system and in the justice system. And I'm thinking of a couple of bills that got passed that you might be interested in. One has to do with the Cascade Water Alliance. This isn't in the area of the justice system. It's about preserving water security for the East Side and even South King County, creating a new watershed management partnership, it's called, to provide clean water for the people of our area for the next 50 to 60 years. So we're planning ahead, and I'm very proud we were able to get that done. Another feature for our area are the horse farms and horse boarding activities, and we have a lot of equestrian interest. And I did get a bill through that's going to preserve fair tax treatment for those who live on horse farms and live with their horses and board other people's horses. The heritage and the vitality of our horse culture needs to be preserved, and so that I was able to get done as well. There's one other bill that is particularly of interest and of need regarding distressed home owners, those who really can't afford to pay the mortgage anymore. I got a bill through that's going to help distressed homeowners get the professional help they need from realtors and other real estate agents without certain legal risks. So at this time when people sometimes need to walk away from their homes, they're going to get the help they need to move on in their lives. During the legislative session, sometimes it felt like we were in a bubble here and operating in a little bit of a vacuum. And so it's so important for me to hear from you. Phone calls, personal visits, emails, any way of contacting me, I really appreciate it because it helps guide my policy positions, and I want to be able to share your values and your priorities as I act in your behalf down here in Olympia. So I do encourage you to contact me, and you get the contact information on the screen. My legislative assistant is here in Olympia, so he can help you at any time, and then I am operating out of Kirkland and our district office if you want to visit me locally. Thank you very much again for the honor of serving you in the 45th District, and I look forward to hearing from you and working with you in the future. Thanks very much.